welcome back everybody. We just made it to camp. We're out here east of Moab. It is windy and a comfortable 100 degrees. Just found an awesome campsite, beautiful views. We've got some farmland out in the distance. Beautiful red rock. We just got the truck parked here. And unfortunately, half of Utah's been on fire this summer. So pretty nice fire ring, but we are gonna have to skip the fire for this trip. On the way out here, had some nice thunderstorms on the drive, and a couple downpours. So kind of crossing my fingers to get a little more rain today. You can see some of the clouds. They are still out and about. Okay then, we're already getting an adventure. I was just getting ready to start cooking dinner and got hit with a microburst. Just really strong winds, not a whole lot of rain. I did need to collapse the awning about halfway. It's just too windy, and actually it's kind of rocky here. Classic southern Utah. And so I did have some of these rocks. Basically, I don't have the stakes nailed to the ground, so I'm using these rocks. And anytime you're dealing with heavy winds, you need some serious boulders. So yeah, just got the awning tucked away about halfway. We'll probably take it back out. The sun's coming back out. I'm not seeing a lot of clouds moving in this direction, so you can kind of see. But let's get some food going before we get hit with another storm. Okay, we're packing kind of light on the fridge for this trip. Got some steak, we're gonna want that. Some butter. And that's probably good for the fridge for now. For dinner today, we've got some chili, some steak. Gonna keep it fairly basic. The sun is back out, the heat is back, and ready for some food. One of the nice things with cleaning up your kitchen when camping in the desert is it's so dry and so hot, everything pretty much dries itself. Didn't even need to heat up any water. Yeah, this dried out in no time. All cleaned up, we're gonna put it away. Have a nice relaxing evening. Ha ha ha! Okay, just finished refilling some water, cleaning up camp after dinner, and finally starting to cool off a little bit, and that's relatively speaking. It's still in the 90s, but with the sun starting to go down behind those clouds, it feels like it's cooling off for a 100-degree day. So I've basically got 12 gallons of water in the back there, and they're heavy, kind of cumbersome to open up. So what I usually keep on hand is this smaller camp water jug, and I just stow it in. Oops, doing this with one hand. I just stow it in the side there, so it keeps it from falling over. These, if they tip over, they'll leak. But in this nice little corner, it worked out very nicely. Keeps it from leaking, keeps it secure, and then I can just easily pour water when I need it. With the sun going down, I'm gonna go ahead and put the awning back away. Provided some much needed shade when the sun was out, but given the storms we have, they're kind of spotty. We did have some more wind come through, and I'd like to not have to deal with that again. So there's some rain up there. It's evaporating. Beautiful sunset in the back. Let's go ahead and get this tucked away. Called it. Not minutes after I got it. It's not even zipped up yet. Tucked away. Huge rush of wind. It's just so hot outside, and with these clouds, they're just pushing all that cold air from the atmosphere down here, and it's just so strong. But it feels nice. Nice gusts of wind. I wish it was colder. Here it goes. Holy crap. Yeah, it's windy. Tent's holding up. Jeez. It's a big one. Whoa. There's some dust. There's a few things. One, I parked the right direction. The wind has been cutting head on to the truck, which provides a nice brace for the tent, so the wind can just push over the roof. So we have minimal turbulence there on the tent. I was not able to film it. I was on the ground trying to brace one of the tents, getting sand in my teeth. But there was a massive gust of wind. We got some raindrops coming through, which you know what that means. It's gonna hypercool that air. Yeah, just massive gust of wind, tons of sand blowing straight that direction. Like I said, head on from the truck. And tent is holding up very well. Really glad I ended up tucking away that awning. Like I said before, the sun's not really out anymore, so I don't need the shade. And it's just becoming more hassle with these microbursts. Only casualties, chair tipped over, light tipped over. Stove's holding in. I was gonna leave the pot out, but I'm gonna take the pot away in the truck tonight. I think the stove's gonna be fine in case we get another downpour. I mean, it hasn't really downpoured, but you know what I mean. Well, the winds have calmed down, so taking it easy and relaxing, a nice breeze. Plan for tomorrow is to get up pretty early, make a quick breakfast, pack up, and get an early start on the top of the World Trail. Tonight's going to be about 75 for the low, and then tomorrow will be close to 105. It's going to be a pretty hot day, so I want to get a nice and early start. This will be the first time on the top of the World Trail, so pretty excited for that. And maybe the first trail for the Power Wagon with extended obstacles. So it'll be a good test. Done a lot of little things with it so far. So I've been just kind of getting a feel for it and getting the camp set up the way I want it. I think finally things are kind of tuned and dialed in where I'd like them to be. And have the opportunity to be out here today, and tomorrow. So we'll give that a go, and hopefully we can make it to the top. A couple other campers in the distance made it to the top of that. It's kind of funny. They made a pretty good pace up that too. They were maybe down at the bottom like 5 minutes ago. Okay, good morning. It is 5:40 a.m. The sun is starting to come out. Temperature is very nice this morning. Much cooler outside. Gonna make some oatmeal really quick, get camp packed up, and let's go hit the trail today. All right, y'all, truck is aired down to about 25 PSI. I am at the beginning of the top of the World Trail, right at the fork. We could go to the Kokopelli Trail or go right to the top of the world. So we're gonna go right and get started here. So as this trail starts out, it's nothing too bad. Some minor, small rocks here and there. Here I approach what I'll call the gatekeeper for this trail. There was a bypass earlier to the left, but what fun is that? And this would be a good indicator of what to expect further up the trail. Right off the bat, I faced some challenges with my rear tires kicking back some rocks that were stacked and my long wheelbase inching the center of the truck closer to the obstacle. still have a lot to learn maneuvering this large beast, and I think I could have made this line if I approached it with more of an angle. I ultimately chose the far right, which did place me really close to the trees and tipped me off camber somewhat, but did the trick. Most of my pauses here are my evaluating my clearance. I'm still getting used to the truck size. Okay, with those obstacles passed, things smoothen out some and the tone is set. You may have heard it once already, but I've been dealing with a clanging sound from the driver's side of what seems to be the front track bar. It happens most when the truck has been flexing a lot, and this is a part that I upgraded from stock. At the time of editing, we think we know the cause, and I'm installing a replacement. I'll likely do an update on this, so definitely stay tuned by subscribing. While I was transitioning cameras from a shot, a Jeep had caught up behind me, one of only a couple others we'd run into the entire day. He had a really cool setup and was heading out to the Rubicon after this. Super nice guy, and we decided to team up for the remainder of the trail. It's always good to have someone around in case something goes wrong, and it was particularly helpful to have a spotter for once. Okay, here I run into some issues again. From my seat, this didn't look bad at all, but I just couldn't get over this step. I'm not the skinny pedal, send it kind of driver. I try to give it a little more of a bump, but still nothing. My front tire isn't even climbing. At one point, I look out the window toward the driver tire and it's just spinning. After getting out to evaluate the hang-up, we noticed the rock step on the passenger tire had a bit of an undercut, making it difficult for even the 37s to get a good grab. Mind you, at this point I'd also tried engaging lockers. Oftentimes getting out ahead of an obstacle can work miracles as the hood blocks so much of the view. It was clear shifting the path ever so slightly to the left would make for an easier ascent. I was only aired down to 25 psi and dropping lower likely would have helped as well. a couple of ledges that drop steep, warranting sneaking from one side of the trail to the other. This one wasn't too bad compared to another one that would be up ahead later. Well, there you have it. We made it to the top of the world. Power Wagon. Crazy beast to get up this trail. As you can totally see, the views are well worth it. Words can't describe the immense view at the top, and that last shot reflects the parallax feeling my own eyes had standing atop the cliff edge. I have a lot to learn yet maneuvering the Power Wagon around these trails, but this one goes down in the books as a success, and much thanks to my trail buddy if you end up finding this video. Thanks for tuning in for another journey. Hit that like button and subscribe to tune in for future adventures and happy trails.